just a moment. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at the numbers for Kawhi Leonard.
And their analytics department won't be happy with the dip in his effective field goal percentage this month. He's not taking the smart shots he was earlier in the season. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are never an easy out. Malcolm Brogdon says this team always exceeds the expectations. It takes after the Midwest city that fights for everything they have. We've got the building blocks to be elite and to win a championship ultimately. Kevin, you got to like that kind of confidence.
And those kind of words, D.A., right from a guy that leads like he does. Terrific story. Thank you, David. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. George in the front court, along with Leonard. Norman Powell is out there with Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Duarte in at the 2-guard spot. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
A good scorer with strong instincts. Warren's team really relies on his ability to score.
Leonard looking over the floor. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Passes it to Warren. Shoots over Leonard. And the shot by Warren, no good. Outside, George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
That's good from George. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Halliburton passes to Stevenson. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The 3 from Warren. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Warren's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. It's good. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Warren. To the middle. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Warren.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Halliburton against Jackson. Here's Powell. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Halliburton penetrating. Warren finds Stevenson. A three-pointer off the mark. George against Stevenson. And Leonard gets it to go.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
And there's the pass to Turner. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Here's Warren. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Leonard. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the three off target.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Down low, here's Turner. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Tossing around that 250 lbs. Turner going right through the contact.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Powell. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Stevenson outside. Halliburton outside. George against Stevenson. Outside Turner. This one for three. That shot off the mark. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Halliburton passes to Warren. No good on the three.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Jackson up top, Turner covering. Passes to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The three from George. Pacers with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Warren against Leonard. There's the drive. The three from George. The rebound by Halliburton. Pacers trail by 5. Left side, Warren. It doesn't go for him.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Indiana's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Halliburton
puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Warren. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Brogdon, he's checked in for the Pacers. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And when you look at the Clippers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Here's Halliburton. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Halliburton passes to Brogdon. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
Here's Halliburton. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Takes it inside, and Halliburton slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pacers trail by 4. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Now Halliburton. Brogdon outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Brogdon knows he has the touch from there, so he's very comfortable launching the 3-ball.
LA's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. George passes to Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. Halliburton in the corner. Fires the 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The 3 from George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 1. Halliburton passes to Stevenson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now, here's Leonard. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. 5 to shoot, and it's sent back by Turner. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Duarte. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 3-point Pacer lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Wants to get it to Stevenson, and does. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's George. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Miles Turner. And he gets the bucket.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now.
6th in free throw percentage. 7th in steals, and they're also in the top half of the league in terms of three-point shooting. You can see this team making strides in that area.
And they've been very steady at the free throw line, like you said, G.A. Not perfect by any means, but consistent. Now Covington. After the missed three from Buddy Hield, Covington kicks to Kennard. He dishes it to Batum. Here's Mann. No good on the triple.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
That one goes in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Clippers trail. Now Kennard. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Covington's shot is off. Brogdon with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Hield with the bucket.
Boy, Brogdon has such outstanding vision as a playmaker. Easily spots the wide open man there.
Clippers trail by 4. Here we go, one-on-one. And he jams it with authority.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Kennard. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Pass to McConnell. Lets it fly. They get the rebound. Outside to Brogdon. Jackson. Hield outside. At the line by Indiana.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
The pass to Covington. There's the 3. The shot, no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Pacers. They lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And one of the league leaders in steals and deflections, T.J. McConnell, explains how he causes havoc on the floor.
It's all about just reading the way they're passing the ball in. If I see a moment of weakness or they dislodge and give me a chance to get in and get my hand in there, I try to take advantage of it.
He does. Boy, he is all hustle.
And undrafted back in 2015. But that energy and effort is what's earned McConnell a place in this league.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Mann in at the point guard position. Now, here's Kennard. After the miss from Buddy Hield. Inside. And the rejection by Jackson. McConnell passes to Brogdon. Pulls up on the elbow. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Brogdon's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers. Going inside. Mann can't hit. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game. Pacers leading by 8. Brogdon kicks to McConnell. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in one game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game. I mean, that is just amazing. 1, you got to pass it well, and 2, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
And the first one drops. Warren's checked in for Jackson. So he gets them both. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Batum. Chalk up 2 there. Batum's got his first basket of the night.
And, you know, that wingspan, those arms are very long for Batum. Uses them well to score through contact.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. McConnell passes to Hield. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Mann. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Warren. And it's Warren with the ball for Indiana. 6-point game. Pass to McConnell. Hield with it. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
That's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Batum. Shoots over Warren.
You know, when Warren gives you that kind of hustle and effort defensively, that's what happens.
A shot by Batum, no good. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Terrence Mann. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Brogdon kicks to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Covington. Here's Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of this.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys. Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Clippers trail by 7. Batum finds Leonard. Back to Batum. To the paint. Kennard gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
McConnell passes to Duarte. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, he could have taken it himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Right back at you. Nicholas Batum with the answer. Determined to get those 3 points back as quick as possible.
So it's the Pacers now, leading by 5. And here's McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Brogdon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
First free throw is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Smith. Lance Stevenson comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And then for Los Angeles, George is checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Luke Kennard. Now, here is Halliburton. He has 7. Duarte's shot good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Stevenson against George. To the inside. Here's Leonard. And that one goes long. Pacers leading by 5. Here's Duarte. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. Warren with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Warren kicks to Halliburton. Over Jackson. And it's Halliburton missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's George finishing it off.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Passes it to Turner. And that's going to be a travel. And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and art on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside Leonard. Now here's Powell. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 5. Driving inside. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Solid poise from PG, Paul George. Excellent at converting despite getting hit on the drive.
Now Halliburton. 7 points in the game. Pass to Warren. Back to Halliburton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Halliburton's got 9 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And here is Zubac. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Foul for 3. And Stevenson pulls it in.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Duarte. He's got 10. And that one is off. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
The first free throw is good.
And Toronto went all in with the Kawhi Leonard trade. Well, the Raptors were rewarded with the Claw delivering Toronto their first NBA title in 2019. Great to see a front office going for it and ultimately claiming that ring.
Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Good on both. Indiana's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And the Pacers call time here. Halliburton with it. He's got 9. He kicks it to Jackson. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Now the pass to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Stevenson's got 6.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. Jackson misses. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Indiana leading. Now, here is Halliburton. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Leonard kicks to Powell. From deep. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Now Halliburton. Puts it up from 12. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Jackson with the drive. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
And Indiana shooting 41% for the game. Stevenson passes to Turner. And the rejection by Zubats. Here he goes. Powell, that's good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's Halliburton after the made shot from Norman Powell. Turner passes to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Stevenson can't hit. Clippers leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Here's Leonard. That one doesn't go. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
This shot's it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Duarte passes to Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Clippers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
The free throw drops for Powell.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
The Pacers making a switch here. Fields checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Pacers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Jackson. And nothing is falling for him right now. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And the basket is good. Powell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The shot no good by Duarte.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Powell kicks to Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. George, no good. And Indiana shooting a cool 28% in the second quarter. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Brogdon looking it over. Clock at 4. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Brogdon's got 11.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 18 points and 4 rebounds. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
The free throw line has been a huge factor in this game. The more aggressive team normally wins in the NBA. Racking up points at the free throw line is huge, but also it gets the other team in foul trouble. That shakes up their rotation. It's a win.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Duarte in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's Leonard. Dishes it to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Pacers trail by 8. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Warren. That time from Leonard.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
It really was a bitter end to the 2018 playoffs for Miles Turner. Fouled out in a first-round Game 7 loss against LeBron and the Cavs. Unhappy with how things ended, Turner turned to a new passion.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Halliburton against Jackson. Halliburton kicks to Warren. Again, the miss by Warren. For Turner, Clark, that passion you were just talking about turned out to be a healthy one. Yoga.
Kevin, how about this? Can you imagine going into a yoga class and seeing a 6'11" NBA player striking poses? But becoming a yogi has worked out for him. It's paid dividends. Since that 2018 offseason, Turner's really raised the level of his game.
And here's Halliburton after Paul George getting his 3 to go. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Stevenson against George. Clock at 6. Here is Stevenson. He's got 6.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. George against Halliburton. Powell. The shot's good on the assist by George. Powell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson against Halliburton. And the rejection by Zubats.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Now, here is Halliburton. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Duarte. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Powell kicks to George. Passes it to Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's George missing. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. Trailing by 13. Here's Duarte. He's covered by Leonard. Stevenson against Powell. Stevenson kicks to Halliburton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Halliburton's got 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the Clippers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris comes in for George. Luke Kennard. He's checked in for Norman Powell. Mann subbed in for Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Pacers trail by 13. McConnell with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Warren. And the rejection by Zubats.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And good that time. He has 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Stevenson after the basket by Los Angeles. Floats one up. Batum grabs the miss. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Kennard. It's rebounded by Indiana. Warren's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Pacers. To the middle. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. 13 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, you know, he's cooking now. Cooking with gas, as I like to say. And once he flips the switch, Brogdon stays in aggressive attack mode.
Here's Mann. To the paint. No good from Zubats. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Here's Brogdon. Turner trying to free himself up. They get it again. And the wide open shot from Warren. And he's good on the 3-ball. Warren's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Here's Brogdon. He's got 13. Now the dish to Stevenson. Puts it up from 12. And the shot no good, a bit short. Clippers leading by 12. Pass to Mann. Back to Kennard. Launches a 3. The rebound by Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Indiana. Smith comes in for T.J. Warren, and Hield subbed in for Lance Stevenson. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Robert Covington's checked in for Terrence Mann. Smith on the wing. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the pass to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
The Pacers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Jackson, he's checked in for Miles Turner. The free throw off from Smith. Los Angeles leading by 10. Now here's Kennard. 8 points for him. Pass to Zubac. He's covered by McConnell. Yep, it counts.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
McConnell passes to Jackson. Covington against Hield. Pass to Brogdon. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Kennard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The Clippers have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. Norman Powell's checked in for Zubac. No good on the second free throw. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Goes back up. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Jackson.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Now here's Covington. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Powell for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Hield outside. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Kennard against McConnell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pacers trail by 9. Brogdon kicks to Smith. Pass to McConnell. Indiana moving it around. Outside to Brogdon. The pass to McConnell. In the corner, it's Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in.
And this is how confident Hield is. Knows he's capable of torching the D off the catch.
Now Powell, 16 points for him. Inside, Batum, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, Nick Batum's length provides a huge bonus to his team. He's able to play and guard multiple positions.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. Pacers trail by 9. McConnell scanning the floor. Covington with the steal. And here's Kennard. He's got 11. Down low, it's deflected and stolen by McConnell. Hield with it. Now Covington defending.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Back to Covington. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Indiana. The Pacers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw drops for Hield.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kennard. Both free throws good from Hield. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard on the wing. 1:21 left to play here in the 3rd. And the rejection by Smith. That's to Brogdon. Powell pulls it in. Clippers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
59 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. McConnell against Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Powell the pass to Leonard. Smith with the defensive effort. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's McConnell. Excellent D there from George.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Powell finds George. From outside, off the mark. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 7-point differential. Smith the pass to Brogdon. Back to Smith. On the wing, Hield. Seconds left, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Hield's got 6 in the quarter. There's Jackson with the 3, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. George in the front court, along with Leonard. Reggie Jackson out there with Norman Powell, and it's Covington in at center. Passes it to Duarte. Kicks it to Heel. 6 to shoot.
Well, the quickness of Paul George on defense is something that very few players possess. I think he does a fantastic job rushing guys because of his presence.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Powell. Fires from the line. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Powell with the steal. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 7.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Hield attacking. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
And playing 4 years of college often hurts your draft status, but it got Hield ready for the NBA. And by his second year, he's one of the team's best starters.
And he knocks down the first one. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Jackson. Both free throws good from Hield. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Jackson finds George. Over Hield. No good that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. And so here is Indiana, trailing by 5. Jackson against Halliburton. Here's Hield. Smith with a wide open look, and right through it goes. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now, here's Halliburton. And here's Warren for 3, and Indiana, another 3.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
George against Hield from 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Indiana. Warren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hield can't hit.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And Stevenson's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton against Jackson to tie it up. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard with the ball. Now Smith defending. Leonard attacking. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 4.
How about the physicality there by Leonard? Charging in and through the contact to get that one up.
Halliburton passes to Warren. Offensive rebound.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. He can't get it to go. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. A clear look for Warren. And good, he nails it.
Boy, Warren does a nice job, I think, of putting himself in position for those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Pass to Covington. Smith against Leonard. He kicks it to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Covington passes to George. 5 on the clock. Now Jackson over Halliburton. Tries again. And that one's good. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Warren against Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Something T.J. Warren has to his credit, Greg, is one of the more storied honors a basketball player can earn. The ACC Player of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Hall of Famers who've won that prize. To set yourself apart like Warren did in one of the toughest conferences in college basketball, that just shows the depth of talent this man has always possessed.
And he makes the first.
And something I like about T.J. Warren's game is his ability to create his own shot. He's got great footwork and creates separation much easier than most.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? You're so right in that observation. He's a bucket getter, and his footwork fundamentals are superb. And even when he doesn't get separation, complete separation, he can still make tough shots. And he can get points in bunches.
Pacers trail by 4. Here's Duarte. To the paint. Here's Turner. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And so here is Indiana after the Clippers pick up 2. There's the pass to Stevenson. Here's Duarte. And there's the drive. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers leading by 4. George with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Leonard, that's for 2. It's a hand on it. And George able to finish. George has got 31.
When George is aggressive now, I think it energizes his whole team.
Halliburton with it. Inside, Turner. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And, guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here's George. Leonard, the pass to Powell. No good from outside.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Outside, George, stolen by Stevenson. To the wing right side. Here's Duarte. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got 4 assists in the game.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Passes to Duarte. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Leonard. Left side Jackson. Zubac trying to break loose. And a missed layup.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Stevenson. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the middle, Warren with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Here's Stevenson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Pass to George. Over Stevenson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. George has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they're really in a good position here thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
The pass to Duarte. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. George trying to break free. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Warren finds Halliburton. Up top, Stevenson. Defended by George.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Pacers trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the inside. Here's Duarte.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now, here's Zubac. Now here's Powell. Clock at 6. A second chance effort. Nice D from Warren.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Los Angeles leading by 3. It's Powell with the drive.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
So it's the Pacers now. Halliburton kicks to Warren. Shoots over Leonard. And the shot by Warren, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the dunk by Powell.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Leonard against Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
Boy, that's a big one for Warren. Huge. He's never one to shy away from taking the important shots. Not him.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Warren. And the dunk by Jackson.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Warren. The Clippers getting the bucket. Over George. And the shot by Warren, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Down low, stolen by Warren. Halliburton in the corner. He dishes it to Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. 14 points for Miles Turner.
Proving he has the clutch DNA. Love seeing Turner up his game during these big possessions.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going, relishing the spotlight in a big way. Warren loves having the ball in his hands during these moments.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Outside, George. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 8. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. And here are the Pacers now. Now Halliburton. Some solid. Defense there from Jackson. George finds Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So it's the Pacers now after the Clippers pick up 2. Warren against Leonard. 14 feet away. And that one comes up a bit short. Outside Jackson. So the Clippers winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Kawhi. How do you evaluate your team's progress at this point in the season?
We got to come out and just have the same mindset and energy every night. You know, that's the thing that we're working on, trying to be consistent at, and just knowing the game plan. And, you know, once we get that down and we start making our shots, it's going to be very hard to beat us.
And you're winning games in the meantime, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.